guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a very short video to show you, to do a little review on the Knitpro skein or swift winder, and by Knitpro, which I just said. So it's like an umbrella type of winder, and also a Lincraft yarn winder. And you basically need both if you want to do caking up some skeins more efficiently. So I've already done a few and tested it, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to use. I'm going to cake up some beautiful cotton hand-dyed yarn by Rose Chicks Handmade. I'm thinking of a knitted cotton summer knit. Does that make sense? They are my own designs. I need to cake these skeins up. So I'm going to set it up. And firstly, I want to show you what's inside this box. Okay, so I thought I'd begin with an unboxing of the yarn winder, which I got from Lincraft during the Boxing Day sales. They had great sales from 30 to 40% store-wide. So this particular item was 40%. So it retails usually for $40. I got it for $24, $28, I think, which is great. And so if it comes apart, it comes in two pieces. You've got this little lever here it guides the yarn. So it should sit quite taut if you pull it out, like all the way out. It collapses if you push it in. It's held taut if it's all the way out. This is where your yarn will sit and start winding, and I think it's a twist action. So it says to fasten, you just twist around. Yep, twist it all the way, so that's secure. And this little bit has a knob, so you can adjust it to your table. Now what I found was that most of the tables around my home were not really weren't wide enough or weren't thin enough for it to sit comfortably. But what I found is if you've got like a piece of wood that you use for flat lays, like this square piece of wood I've got that I use for flat lays, it actually works really well to attach it on the edge, like put the board on a flat surface, and then you're still able to. This is much thinner than my tabletop, so if I'm more than capable of putting it on the edge. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm using my board to actually attach my winder because it is thin enough for it to clip onto the edge. So this doesn't extend far enough to go onto my dining table or any other table in my house, which is a bit of an unfortunate thing, but I worked out if I clip it on the edge, it still will work. And to stand it up, so I just have to clip it to the board, which is sitting nicely on my table, and then I can move the knob, which is probably not a good angle for you, you can't really see it, but you just move the knob to adjust the lever to tighten it onto your board. And I think I'm nearly there. Yep. It's nice and firm and tight. Okay, so now I can start winding my yarn. So I'm just going to turn this, and this is meant to extend out and guide the yarn. So when you turn it, then it's held nicely. So it works quite good. Now the yarn that I'm using is a DK weight and hand-dyed yarn. So keep pushing that out. And it works really nicely. So the only thing that I would say about this tends to kind of collapse a little bit. So I guess you have to really pull it out. And this skein that I'm using, I made a mess of it. So as I was trying to, it's been on my stash for a little while, so it just kind of fell apart. So I can't put it on my winder, on my umbrella, sorry, that I'm going to show you next. So this one I'm just going to keep on winding and caking it, and hopefully the mess that I've made of tangling it all together will be fixed. Okay, so you just saw me wind up this skein of DK wet yarn, and it was all tangled up, but I managed to untangle it and wind it with the Lincraft yarn winder, which works okay. The only thing that I would say is the little the guide for the yarn is a little bit of the floppy side, so it tends to kind of flop off in midway, but apart from that it works okay. Now let me show you the umbrella type of skein winder. So now, as I said, with the Lincraft one, it only so it's only this wide. So if you've got a table that is wider than this, it might not work, or a table with a rounded edge, again it will not clamp very well to that surface. So as with my winder from Lincraft, I could not find a table that would fit this width, so I'm again using a board, putting at the edge of the table and just clamping it just like so. So you could do the same, and it is sturdy enough. If your piece of wood is big enough, it should be sturdy to hold the umbrella winder. So I'm just going to secure it to the square, just like that. And now I'm going to lift it up, and it's got this little round ring which has an adjustment, so you can screw it into position and open it up just a little bit more so that you can place the skein of yarn. So I'm going to start with this gorgeous pink version of Rose Chic handmade cotton yarn. Now I'm going to try my best not to make a mess of this. So here we go. So I've just unraveled the skein, and I'm going to place it on the umbrella, trying to not put it on twisted, because that would make it harder for you to wind up. So we're going to place it on our umbrella, and you can collapse a little bit more to make it easier for you. And try to keep it straight as much as you can. I mean, not twisted. And now we can lift and position it a lot more tauter, more tighter, and making sure that your skein is not twisted on the umbrella. So most skeins will have made it secured the fibers with strings all positioned around it to keep it together. So I'm going to remove these strings, and let's see if I can just, I'm just going to cut this end here. Hopefully this is the end. Oh, here we are. So this is the start of my yarn. All right, here we are. So we'll start on this end. I'm just gonna make it more even. Okay. So let's start winding. I'm just gonna start winding this up on the other end where my yarn winder is. Oh, I should have mentioned that if you thread the beginning of your yarn into this little groove right here, it will mean that you can start working from the middle of your ball. So we'll do that for this skein. That will be easier when we start knitting. All right, so I've got my little helper. She's going to help me wind up. So we'll bring this end, and again we've clamped it to a board because the table's not quite the right width, but that's okay. So we've got the guide, this little wire thing here, and we'll start winding it up. So which way is it going to go? This way. So let's try. Let's wind it up a little bit first. You want to turn the handle, sweetheart? This way. Good girl. Not too fast. All right. Now, I'll tell you when to start again. All right, Violet. Start turning. Okay, so we're done, and it's really simple just to lift it up, and then it's all wound up. Okay guys, that's it. Thank you for joining me in my little podcast on reviewing the winder by Knitpro. Oh, let me collapse it, maybe they'll see my face better. And as well as the Lincraft yarn winder. My review, this is amazing, I love it. This one does the job. I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing that I think is a little bit annoying is this little thing that keeps, if you don't hold it right, extend it right out, it just tends to collapse and then doesn't hold the yarn very well. But it does the job. I haven't compared it to the more expensive brand or the branded winders, but I think this is good enough, and for the price I got it, I'm pretty happy with it. And thank you to my little daughter Violet, who helped me with all the winding. So we were pretty busy this afternoon, so we got a lot done. So this gorgeous rose chicks I made is this gorgeous DK in the Inferno, what was it called? No, Fury or something colorway. Isn't it gorgeous? In like a burnt orange. And the cottons, of course, look how they come out. The beautiful cottons are looking amazing. So I think I'm going to do a gradient going this way. Yes. Yeah, I think that will look lovely. So I'm going to get casting on. And of course, the Stormy Skies Yokomomo fibers, which form the main color of my Sleep Extravaganza shawl. So I'm going to get knitting, guys. I've got lots to do. Of course, this one was going to be used for my own design, this cute little top which I started a while ago, and I wasn't sure whether I was going to keep it or frog it, but I tried it on. This is the top bit of it, and it looked kind of cute, so I'm going to continue with it. So I'm ready to go. I've caked my next ball, and that's it. My little helper's having fun back there. All right guys, so I hope you enjoyed my little podcast. I think these are great products. This one does the job. This one is amazing. My tip is be very mindful of how you locate, position your skin. So if your skin is twisted, it's just going to struggle to wind it. If it's perfectly laid out and spread out with no twist within the fibers, then you're right, and it will take minutes to wind. So these two were super easy to do, and then these two were super easy to do, but this one we had a bit of a twist in the skin, so it took a while to it got a bit stuck, so you had to unravel it a bit. So yeah, so be mindful of how you place your skin within the umbrella section. All right guys, and that's it. Thanks for joining. We'll catch you next time. Bye.